right, Chattanooga, welcome back to what's happening in your neck of the woods, y'all. It has been going on. It's been going on around the world, and we are going to update you and get you all ready for not only what's happening right now, but what's going to happen in the future. So you all won't be caught off guard. And I'm telling you, we've been busy. The National Action Network. I am the president of the Chattanooga branch. And today on our show, we're going to be bringing the Middle Tennessee president and our national field director, Sheryl Huff, on so we can talk about what we are doing here in Tennessee to brace for all of these changes that are going on currently. And we're pulling together. We're uniting our communities together so that no matter what comes, this country, this state, Tennessee, we stand united and we're going to be ready and prepared. So I am excited today because we have a lot of things to talk about, like how do you get prepared? What's going on right now in these United States? What can we expect? What's happening with the Target boycott? What's happening with the Pepsi Cola boycott? What's going on with the Diamond Ball that's happening on May the 15th? What's happening on June the 10th celebration that's happening right here in Chattanooga on June 14th, right here in South Chattanooga. So without further ado, I want to introduce the son and just kind of bring her on for those that already know her. I call her a freedom fighter. I call her a woman who is ready, has her ammunition all the time ready to fight against those who would come against civil rights in the state of Tennessee and all across this country, to the point to where Reverend Dr. Al Sharpton gave her the most prestigious award at the National Convention this past April in New York as the iconic civil rights, Al Sharpton civil rights leader for this country. That is the one and only Sheryl Huff, president of the Middle Tennessee chapter of the National Action Network. Come in, come in. Yes, come into our house. Lord, it's always great to see you and definitely always great to work with you. I am just, how sometimes you think you all of that in a bag of chips, and then you meet somebody that's really all of that in a bag of chips, and you go, oh, she's bad to the bone. I thought I had it going on. No, this young lady is bad to the bone. I'm telling you, she is working bills to get bills passed in the state of Tennessee. And you all know it's hard to get a bill passed, especially when you're dealing with civil rights and our children. And I'm just proud of Sheryl because I don't even know when she sleeps. I was talking to her one evening, and this girl is such a fighter. I told her she was such a fighter because she was talking while she was asleep. Have you ever heard somebody sleep? You hear them sleeping like they're sleeping, but they talking at the same time. I don't know how she does it, but I tell you, girl, we are so grateful for you here in the state of Tennessee. We are grateful for you, Fernand, because you have organized all of the chapters that we have, including the one that's here in Chattanooga. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for being at the front line and allowing yourself to be the one to take the bullets for all of us. And I just tell you, it just goes without saying, you are rare. You are a gem. And we are so proud to have you in the state of Tennessee fighting for NAN, the National Action Network. And when you say NAN, you're talking about all the people in this country. And I just thank you. And I yield to you, Queen, because you deserve it. And I'm going to give the floor to you. But I just want to first say, you are our Sojourner Truth. You are our Harriet Tubman. You are our Shirley Chisholm. You are our everything in Tennessee when it comes to civil rights, baby. This is your era. And I want to thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. And that goes without saying. So come on, Sheryl, what's on your mind? Talk to us.
Get us hello.
Hey,
Hello, hello. Thank you so much for having me on again. And those words just hit me in my heart. So if I start jerking, my heart is just
you
fluttering.
deserve it.
But look, this not just me. It takes us all. And building these chapters, I saw the need. I saw some powerful people that were able to run these chapters, and that's what you all took that charge. And so I appreciate everyone to come out that came out and said, yes, I'll do it. And so when they start firing those bullets, it's so many of us that they don't know who they shooting at. So they can't do it because they don't know where we are.
That's
So
it.
that's how we build a nation. And that's
Yeah.
what we're doing.
Yeah.
And we're just honored to be on today and just talk about what we're doing, what's going on, all this shenanigans that's happening out here. And people are they're scared, not knowing what to do. But first of all, you just have to give it to God,
Give it to
and
God.
He's gonna take it. He's
Yeah.
gonna take it further. And He said, "The first shall be last, and the last shall be first." So
Uh-oh.
we have to take our seats. We have to take our honorable seats when it all come to forefront. So we're ready.
We
We're
ready.
ready.
We
We're
ready.
ready.
And that's what
Yeah,
we're here to talk about. Getting ready. Because actually, if you stay ready, I love what you say all the time. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. But there
that's
are
right.
some people, Sheryl, that's not, they didn't stay ready. They just kind of, going along. Like life has been good. They
Mhm.
call Americans real, they say we're real spoiled, and we're
Yes.
entitled, and we don't think,
Relax.
yes, elitist, and we don't feel that we're susceptible to the things that other countries are susceptible to. But I'm here to say and share with you, because I not only listen to the news, but I also watch what's happening in my neighborhoods, what's happening in our state, what's happening with our children, friends that I know. I had a young lady to call me just, was it Thursday, in
Mhm.
tears, in tears, because she's a Hispanic woman but married to a white male. The white male's divorcing her. So she didn't have her paperwork yet, but she was in line to get her paperwork. And she's terrified because they have been terrorizing her. And she
Uh-huh.
really don't have anywhere to go. And so she's more or less homeless, hoping
Yes.
that somebody will let her come in and protect her while she's in this dangerous state, because you all know ICE is picking up everybody. And
Yeah. Even
I'm going to,
Americans.
yes, I'm going to say this, that, first of all, have God in your life, number one, because once you have God in your life, you really don't fear anything. You might be a little nervous, because I've
Mhm.
experienced anxiety. I don't know if you've experienced anxiety, but because when you're responsible and you
Mhm.
have a lot of people depending upon you, whether it's just your children, or whether it's employees, or whether it's the community. When
Yes.
things like this happen, anxiety creeps in and you get a little nervous. But
That's right.
at the same time, if you know that you are God's child, you know to go and pray. And you know what God said. He said, when everything is going on, turbulence is going on all around you, and you see the devil going to and fro, move out the way. Because
That's
that
right.
God is fighting this fight, y'all. He's fighting this fight. Y'all need to move out the way, go in your prayer room, and stay and pray. That's what he said. Go and pray. Just pray until I tell you to come out. He ain't told us to come
Mhm.
out. They keep saying, where
Mm-mm.
the black people at? Where they at? They're not at the. He ain't told us to come out. He has not told us to come out, y'all. And I don't
Nope.
mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying he's told us to go in the closet, get in the house, and prepare yourself. Pray and prepare yourself. So we are praying. If you want to know where the black folks are at, we are praying and we are preparing ourselves. And
That's
so,
right.
yeah, so part of this show today is going to be on how are we preparing ourselves. And we're going to get to this big diamond ball that's going on in Nashville on the 15th, and I got 2 free tickets to give away. And those tickets are $200 tickets, y'all. And I'm gonna tell you at the end of the show how you gonna get that ticket, because I'm gonna tell Sheryl, y'all gotta come to me and get the tickets. I'm the one with the tickets, but Sheryl gonna tell you all how to get the tickets, because you're gonna have to contact Sheryl, and Sheryl gonna contact me and say, these are the 2 people that contacted me, and these are the tickets. These tickets that you have, Dr. Woods, are going to these 2 people. So I want y'all to be real. Don't play with me and Sheryl. We not for play.
That's right.
This is a huge event in Nashville, and it is huge. Last year was phenomenal. You all, the Reverend Dr. Al Sharpton is the keynote speaker. So you already know he gonna turn it out. He gonna turn it out, Sheryl. And
he gonna bring the message.
He gonna bring that's what I mean. Bringing the message mean he gonna turn it out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He gonna bring the message, and what I'm more excited about, not just about him, but the people that you are honoring, the victims. Can you give me their name? They're gonna be in the house. Their family members are gonna be there representing them. And I understand Sheryl is an all-day affair. I done took off work for this, y'all. I ain't missing this. Because I'm gonna earn more by being there on that day than I will in a whole year. It is the value of this event. It goes beyond money. Okay, so whose family? Oh Lord, I'm just so excited. Whose families are gonna be represented at this ball this year, Sheryl?
So we have the family of George Floyd. We have the family of Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, Tyrese Nichols, Oscar Grant, and Eric Garner. All of the family will be here in the South. They always up west and out north and everywhere else, but now they finna grace us in the South. They're gonna come down here, and on May 15th at 9:00 that morning, we're gonna have all of the panel discussion, and we're going to have a chance to talk with them and hear their stories and see where they are now and what's happening right now. And it's a lot. Like Tyrese Nichols, they're in the midst of having their federal lawsuit trial starting now, and they're going to be there in Chattanooga. And so they could come in and they're going to tell us where they are and what's going on, how they're needing our support, because if we can get Chattanooga's out, we need them all out to come out to be in that courtroom to let them know that they're not there alone. They have us all here. You're going to have me coming on up there.
That's right.
We have to support them and let them know that we have their back. But they're all of them going to be here on May 15th in Nashville.
Yes, and I want to say something about Tyrese Nichols. Now, Tyrese Nichols incident occurred in Memphis, Tennessee,
right?
And his what do they call it? Unlived him, right? Is that the word? They unlived him, unlived him in Memphis. Yes, and they knew they couldn't get a fair trial in Memphis, and so they have picked Chattanooga to have Tyrese Nichols' case. And y'all, let me tell you something now. Hold up, I'm gonna have to get with everybody. I don't care if you like me or not like me. I may not like you either, but I love you. And so because I love you, we gonna show up. Unless they have security where we cannot show up and be a part of that, we are going, and I'm gonna find that out. What they're doing about that. Now, if you don't have your real ID, because see, the deadline, I think, is May the 10th to get your real ID. You can't go in a federal building. So that's the first thing you need to make sure that you have your real ID. It's not too late to get it. It's just that the deadline, when they start blocking you from going on airplanes and traveling and going into federal buildings, it's May the 10th. You can't use your old driver's license. You got to get the real ID. And then once you get that, you can resume back to normal. But we're going to find out, Sheryl, what are the things that we need to do as a civil rights organization to make sure that we can have access to that trial and be there for him the National Action Network.
So if it starts at 9 o'clock, I suggest everybody that wants to come out to be there around 7:30, 8 o'clock at the most, so we can get inside and able to get a seat. And once they fill up in the courthouse, then they have a spillover room. Now that's what they did in Memphis. So if it's happening in Chattanooga and if they have a spillover room, then they'll have room for other people. But no one could ever tell you you can't stand outside. You can't rally outside. And once they hear and they know that we're there, the judges hear and see it all. They know we're there. But no matter where they move, everybody everywhere heard about this case. So it's not it's going to be an unfair trial anywhere you go, because wrong is wrong, and it doesn't matter what color you are. When you wrong, you're wrong, and this family needs justice.
Yes, and justice is what they're going to get. And we're going to be talking with Reverend Dr. Al Sharpton about getting support, not just from Chattanooga. You were talking about outside, and getting the permits that we need to be able to assemble ourselves peacefully outside the court building for him. If it has to spill over, if it spills over, there's no more room in the courtroom where people can come from different places, not just Chattanooga, but different places in the parts of Tennessee and anywhere else that want to come on the day that his trial starts. We want to give him that kind of love and that kind of support.
Yes.
Because when you do something in Tennessee or anywhere else, any other states that is unconstitutional, then and it's a violation of someone's civil rights, the way he was gunned down maliciously, cruelty, then it's not just limited to the Chattanooga citizens. People from all over the country and all over the world are talking about this case that's going to happen in Chattanooga. So you can expect beefed up security.
Yes.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to do my due diligence as president of the Chattanooga branch of the National Action Network and make sure that we have all our ducks in order so that we will not be, I would say, penalized for coming and not have our paperwork together to be there. I know you said you should be able to come in any courtroom. Yes, normally I would agree, because that's the way it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Normally, you're not supposed to be deported from this country,
right?
A U.S. citizen, and sit somewhere like El Salvador, Venezuela, in a camp. But things are not normal right now.
Right.
Temperature is high, and so we want to make sure that as leaders in the community that we have our people protected. And
right.
Who else want to join us? When I say our people, I mean all people.
Right.
You know, sometimes we say all people, they think we're just talking about Black people. No, we're talking about all people. When I say our people is the people. So if you want to join us in anything that we do, you're welcome to join.
Yes.
Now, God, let's get back to God. God has not told us, Sheryl, to get out there in those streets right now. And I'm a realist, because Black folk, our people, have been in the streets.
Yes.
We have been hung, drugged, beaten, raped, all those bad hate crimes. All of that has been done to our people. Spilled blood on the street. And now it is time for us to sit back and do what God say do. He said, get your butt back in the house. The ancestors talking too. Get back inside that house. Pray. Oh, Lord, the prayers of the righteous availeth much. Pray and get prepared. Get prepared. So tell us, Sheryl, what do we need to do to get prepared?
So first of all, God said, please be still. Just be still. And let's regroup, rebuild, and rebuild our communities. Get our people right. Get them ready. So in the next 3 years, 2 years, however long it takes, because I'm hearing, now this is just what I've heard. I don't know how true it is, so don't take me for a fact. But they even talking about impeaching him. So if number 47, if he's impeached, then we have a chance to get back in there. So if not, we need to start working on it and getting ourselves ready. That means we have to build our army of leaders. We have to build an army of Congress, senators, legislators. We have to do that. And that's why he's given us the time now to get that done. And that's what we have to do. There's much work to be done. And we're here for it. And like you said, and still we rise. And still we rise.
You may spit on me. You may hold me down. You may choke me. You may take everything that we have.
That's right.
Everything. But still,
we rise. That's right.
We rise. Maya Angelou, thank you for that poem.
That's right.
That poem, I'm gonna find that poem. So we could say that poem at the end of the show. Yes. But God's people, remember this. This may last for us years. You don't know how long it's gonna be. Imagine the people in the Bible had to wait 40 years before he brought them out. You remember that? Remember that story?
Yes.
That's a long time to be lost in the wilderness.
It's a long time for us, but what's long for us is just the next day for God.
That's right. So you all don't think about this as, oh, it's gonna take 5 years. We're gonna still be. He gonna be in there 4 years. And I'm not saying one way or the other. I have to be careful on this FCC stuff. But you all know what we're facing in this nation. All you got to do is turn the TV on.
Yes.
Just for 10 minutes and then turn it back off. You'll know. I was talking to some truck drivers. Things are drying up. There's nobody at the port. For real, there's nobody at the port. They have decided that since we're going to be thuggish about it, as they say, and charge them all these tariffs, then we just not going to bring y'all anything. Wow. One thing other countries have envy about Americans is that we have been the life where you want to come and dream, and all of your dreams can be fulfilled if you work hard. We are somewhat spoiled, and they're not. And so if they get together, my friends know I've said this over and over. If they gang us, what we gonna do? Sheryl laughed because she know I said
gang us.
I said, Sheryl, they're gonna gang us. And what I mean by that is, if you make enough people mad to where your friends mad at you, think about life in general. When all your friends get mad at you, and they all get together. Thank you, Deborah. We are praying. And all your friends get together and decide, Sheryl is out of control. I think she out of control too. You know, she all this and that. Let's not play with her no more. Let's not deal with her no more. And she'll miss us. Right? Ain't that what we do in real life? Yeah. And then you look over and you see all your friends. You say, Elenora, you on that side too? I just turn my head, be like, well, drop my head, because they will turn on you.
That's right.
When you get so arrogant and you think you all of that, and you start doing something that hurt people, because that's not our character.
That's right.
That's not the United States character to hurt anybody. Then they will all get together and gang you, get on the other side, and look at you. People that you would never think would gang you will look back at you and say, you know,
what you want us to do?
What you want us to do? And that's where we are. They have ganged us. I'm gonna coin this term. We are being ganged because the ports are empty. The allies are saying no. They're saying no to this. This is not America. They're saying no to this. And Congressman Al Green says that he's bringing the article of impeachment against President Donald Trump, number 47, for defying the courts and becoming a de facto dictator.
That's right. That's right. There it is.
Along with other things.
There it is.
And we don't have kings and queens in this country. They may have kings and queens over there in England, but we don't have kings and queens in America.
Right.
But if you look at it, the actions, when you start violating the Constitution of the United States and violating the laws, turning your head to the laws that were designed to protect our people, I want you all to, this is your homework assignment. Look up dictator.
Mm-mm.
And guess what? You don't have to call him a dictator.
Mm.
My dad used to say, if it smelled like this and it looked like this and it walked like this, then it is this. You ain't gotta call it. Just look at it.
Yeah.
If it looked like that and it walked like that and it talked like that, you know,
It's that.
there is that. Okay?
That's right.
If they acting like one, if they walking like one, if they talking like one, bingo. So now, but we, the people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that. We, the people, have the control and the power to do what we have to do to protect our democracy. And that's where we are. But in the meantime, while God is doing his thing, it's going to get ugly before it get pretty.
That's right.
So, you know, now we're going to run out of stuff if they don't straighten this up real quick. And I'm really depending on God to kind of move because he can move quick. But in the meantime, you better go get you some water because the power plant that filter our water operate on power. And if we don't have any power, your water not going to come out your sink. And then do you trust it? Amount is it safe to drink?
Right.
Light sources. Canada is threatening to turn the lights off of Michigan. What other states? New York, Michigan, and one other state. I don't know. But the power grid is something we can't do without. Y'all know that. Y'all got your phones right in front of you right now.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens when your phone no longer has the ability to allow you to communicate because the power grid is hit?
Mm-hmm.
The cell towers don't work.
Yep.
You know, God has sent me an image, and I know you all think sometimes I'm a little weird. That's okay. But I can tell you that the vision that he showed me was horrific.
Oh.
So what I'm saying is, and I pray every day, Lord, if this is the scene, if this is the vision, then show me the way to show your people the way.
That's right.
Show us what we need to do, because we're going to be still, and we know that you are God, but give us the ability to survive through it. Or if you're going to bring us on home, that's okay too. But if we're going to be in this, give us the wisdom to do what we need to do to protect and guard ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all, stop all this crazy spending, unnecessary spending. Stockpile some water. Start learning how to garden. We need to do that anyway.
If you go inside of Costco's and just go into the water area and look at all that water they have. It's from the floor to the ceiling. And they ain't never stopped water like that. But they know that it's going to be a shortage somewhere. So go get your water. Just get you inside your garage or inside your closet somewhere and just start stocking up stuff that you won't need electricity. Get stuff that's you're gonna be safe. Whatever happens, you're gonna always be safe and you're gonna be all right because you've already planned. See, you have to plan for stuff that you foresee. Foresee it. If you're seeing it, you hearing it, something is true because it keep coming back more and more. So go get that water, go get them peanut butter, go get those crackers, go get that stuff that's going to keep you full for a day or two. Go get it.
And see, Sheryl, we were born kind of after, well, we were born after slavery, but we didn't go through the Jim Crow era where Black folks had the water fountain over here, and the white folks had the water fountain over here. But our parents did.
Yes.
And my dad would always say, if you want to know what to do, because he was in it, he was in the middle of it, and his parents were probably slaves or sharecroppers. If you want to know what to do, I used to say, I was like, Daddy, you kind of prejudiced. He was, if you want to know what to do, watch the white folks, because they would tell you what to do. They ain't got to tell you, watch them. Watch them. Whatever they're doing. Okay. All right. Let me go get some water. They stocking up water. Okay, let me start learning how to garden. Let me plant me some food. Because they know. They talk. Now, if you see black folks running, there's another thing that white folks say. If you see black folks running and we ain't asking no questions, right? We just gonna run because something done went down.
That's right.
So that's something for all of my other friends. If you see black folks running, don't ask why are they running? What's going on? Just get in there and start running with us. Don't worry about it. Something done went down. Probably somebody shooting or something. Just get in the crowd and run, and you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, so on a serious note, if your power goes out, this is one way you can make a candle that won't ever go out. You get you a glass, you put you some rice in the glass about halfway full, right? And then you put water in it up above the rice. And then you put you some oil on top of the water. It's like another layer. Get you a Q-tip. That's your wick. And you stick it in that glass. And you light the Q-tip. And guess what? That candle will never run out.
Oh, wow. See, that's history lesson 101.
That's your candle that you don't have to go to the store and buy. It's homemade. Make you some rice, water, oil, Q-tip. Light it.
What type of oil?
Just regular cooking oil.
Okay.
Anytime, it could be cooking oil, it could be the oil that you use, whatever. I would use gas, that might catch fire. But the cooking oil.
Okay.
And you light it, and it makes a candle. So if you're running out of candles, you got a little DIY project. You can make your own candles with a glass, some rice, pour the water, put the oil on top of the water, pour it next, and then stick your wick in there. Your Q-tip. That sounds like something fun to teach your kids. Learn how to do it. So there's your candle. And you must get a form of communication. Now, I don't know. I haven't checked all these things out, but I did. I'm going to be honest. I ordered me 4 of them.
The walkie-talkies.
Well, that's next. I ordered the little handheld. It's not a generator, but it allows you to power up your phones, which probably is not going to matter because your phone's not going to work. But you'll be able to hear what's going on, and you have a light on it. So those are things that you can get. I bought 4 of them, so all my children will have one.
Oh, okay.
Walkie-talkie, which is I saw the price was $3.99 or $4.99. I'm going to buy that this weekend, so that if the phones go out, you still have a form of communication. There's no monthly bill with that. I'm doing a little research on how far can it go. They say it's global. It could, not just national, but international. I don't know which nation, but that's something that, Sheryl, we're going to research.
Yes.
And we're going to bring that back because walkie-talkies is back. It's back, y'all. And some folks get tired of paying their monthly bills anyway with their cell phone. But the cell phones do a lot. But for some people, all they want to do is talk. They don't want to do all that fancy stuff. They don't want to take pictures and all that. So for those that just like to talk,
that's right.
Get you the newest, latest technology with the walkie-talkie, and you're gonna be all right. You'll still be able to talk when everything goes down. So, and then we were talking before we came on the air this morning, me and Sheryl, about food, because things are going to dry up if things continue the way it is. I'm praying that it's not going to get this bad, y'all. So I don't want to sound doom and gloom. But we was taught growing up, if you had some beans and some rice and some onion, which you can grow, some onion and some seasoning, and some meal, some cornmeal, and some hot water, which you can make your hot water. You can make some cornbread and have some good dinner with beans and rice. We can get real creative with that. And you got tomatoes that you're growing. So I already know my daughter's already got a little vegetable, and her brother, they already got a little garden going. So I got to get my act together. Just the tomatoes, onions,
cucumbers,
potatoes, even lettuce.
That's right.
Cabbage. And so they said, well, how are we going to cook it if we got to cook? Get you those little sternos, you know, the things that they use.
The hot plates.
Yes, baby. Oh, yes.
That's right.
Business, the stuff they use when they go camping even.
We know how to survive.
Yeah, barbecue grills.
That's right.
Barbecue grill with some wood. We didn't have charcoal years ago. We had some woods that we got from the backyard. You all know. And some paper, and lit that thing up. And when that wood got good and hot, we was able to barbecue, hot dog, whatever we wanted to cook. So the barbecue grill may become your stove, y'all. So, so there's some creative things you can do to cook, and some things that you can do that you don't have to cook.
And then while they out there getting all of that, find a safety area where all family members can meet up if something tragic happens.
Yes.
Some area that everybody know and everybody get there, so we'll all be together and know we're all safe. So we have to find us a safety place.
Yes, get a list of everybody's name, and you're gonna call out the list, and you'll know who's there, who's not.
Yeah,
that's a very good point. You know, just like they do fire drills at schools, or whatever type of emergency that comes when kids are at school. They tell everybody to gather at a certain place on the playground or wherever, and they count and they call the students' names to make sure they're all accounted for, to make sure they got out if there's a fire, for example.
Right.
If you're safe. So yes, you need to do that. And then, like I said, y'all be safe out there. You know, I know, and I am not a violent person. I can get violent to protect myself, but I'm only reacting. I'm only reacting.
Right.
I'm not gonna start anything. But I'm a gun carrying permit. I have a gun carrying permit. Okay. And it is not for me to use to scare folks and wave it around. You know, and say, if you don't shut up, blah, 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 blah. No. It's to protect me and my family.
That's right.
And so if you have a need for that, everybody, I'm just talking, then make sure you have a safe in your home where the guns are placed and locked for safety from children. And only use that when absolutely necessary. If that happens to be a situation where you have to use it for protection, that's it. That's for protection only. And if you're in retail, if things go real bad, people start looting. You know, so I imagine if things go that bad, which they've already started doing some of it. I don't know if y'all watch the news, but yeah, the news can depress you. I told you the other day I was having some anxiety on my way to the office because these things were in my head. And my friends, they say, Elenora, you gotta stop thinking about it. You're gonna go crazy. And I said, you're right. You're right. I remember who I was and whose I belonged to.
That's right.
And I said, God, you're in control. You're in charge. Take control and take the wheel. And just keep me safe and our people safe during this transition, because we are going through a transition. And I ain't gonna tell y'all what he told me, because then y'all have too much information on the radio and social media. But I know that God is returning. He's returning things to the beginning. And he has got to weave out some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be mad at the devil. Because see, God said the good and the bad work together.
Yeah.
And while the bad is acting up, we get nervous and scared. But that's God's plan. It's all his plan. All we got to do is do what he said. Go in your house, go in there and pray, and don't come out till I tell you to.
Yeah.
Got no business getting in the middle of no protest. I saw on the TV there was two, bless their heart, these black young ladies, and they were the only one getting handcuffed. All them folks out there protesting, and they were doing it peacefully. And I felt sorry for them, but do what God say do. Go somewhere and sit down.
Well, we have to be real careful too, with our sons, and because they're out for them and they want them. So we have to keep our sons covered and let them know. I mean, they're gonna do what they want to do regardless. If you obey the law, if you don't obey the law, if you don't talk back, if you do talk back, we are on a losing end on that. And right now, a lot of people took off the back in the day attire, and now they have on the attire for these days and age. And when Trump says to
no skinny jeans, no skinny jeans,
no, when
people wear skinny jeans, there's something observed.
He said that he want law and order. He ain't talking about a peaceful law and order. He talking about what happened back in the 60s, the 50s and the 60s, how they used to get law and order. So we have to be careful, be real careful out here. We have to change the way we move around. We have to change our directions. They building all of these compounds. They're not building them just so they can look good and plant flowers. They grabbing people off streets, out of corners, off of bus stops. I mean, there was a whole for what they say 20 years. This man's been taking children off a bus stop because the bus stop was right in front of his house, and he's been snatching up kids and taking them in their house, and they were digging up baby bodies, just kids' bodies. And
what was sad? What was this at?
I don't remember what state it was in. It's been all over the news and everything, and it's really ridiculous. And neighbors, nobody knew this, because you never know. I know in Chicago they have a lot of abandoned buildings. People, we have to check those abandoned buildings.
Yes, we
because
do.
that right there is a harbor for kidnapping.
Yeah.
There was a woman was kidnapped inside of one of those abandoned buildings. She was in there for years, and nobody never knew it. And so happened someone walked past and heard her screaming.
Wow.
And she just said, just out of nowhere, she just felt the need to scream, because she's been in there for so long. She never knew anybody could hear her. So one day she just said in herself, I'm going to scream. And somebody was walking past and heard it and called the police, and they came, and there she was. Been in there for years. So we have to be careful on a lot of stuff. We walk past abandoned buildings. We walk past vehicles that look suspect, that we don't even know anything. It right now, these time and days, we have to be careful on everything.
Yes, we do. So I want to just reiterate these times, what's happening worldwide. It's not just in the United States, it's happening worldwide.
Yeah.
That we have to be steadfast and unmovable and always abounding in the works of the Lord. If we remember that, then the anxiety levels and things will just come down. I was thinking about, and I'll tell the story again, when I was on the airplane, and I'm the one person that says, I don't fly on the plane. I'm not driving 12 hours anywhere. I'm gonna get on that plane. I ain't scared to get on the plane. Because whatever, no matter where you are, if it's your day, you're gonna leave this earth anyway, whether you're in a plane or a train, in a car, walking across the street. But that moment that I thought that we were going to crash in the storm, it just brought on a whole nother feeling. And so, even though we're saved, when that moment comes and fear overcomes your body, you don't know how you're going to respond.
Yep.
So I say to everyone, and I had to remember, I am saved. So if you're not saved, if you don't know the Lord, then now's the time for you to get to know the Lord. So that no matter what happens or when it happens, you know you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right.
Yeah.
So that brings peace to me, that no matter what's going on around the world, I know I got God. And when God is on my side, Sheryl, and when God is on your side,
That's right.
those who are listening out there in the audience, if God is on your side,
who should be against you?
Who gonna be against you? The giants, it don't matter. Because God is King of Kings. He runs and rules this universe. He is the God of all gods. And if he be for me, it don't matter who's against me.
That's right.
And that's what you got to remember. All the stuff that's going on in politics, yeah, it's scary a little bit because you're thinking about, oh my God, am I going to be hungry? Am I going to be able to eat? Am the lights going to go out? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? God got you. Get to know God. Get saved, number one. Y'all get saved. If you're not saved, get saved. Get saved. So that no matter what happens, if a bomb drops on us right now and take us all out, we know where we're going. It's all right. It was our time. It was going to happen in this era, and we're going to be all right. It's sad when you don't know the Lord and you go to hell, because everybody's not going to heaven because they don't know the Lord and they don't act right. He not going to let the bad folks that didn't call on his name and didn't get saved go to heaven. So I don't want to see some folks. I don't know about folks, but I'm just saying on the real tip. And you're not going to know anybody anyway. I know those songs, spiritual songs, say, when I get to heaven, I can't wait to see my mom and my daddy. You're not going to know nobody. No, you're not. Because when you get to heaven, God is going to make sure there's no more pain. There's no more sorrow. There's no crying. You're going to take on your wings, your new body, your new mind. You ain't going to remember mom and dad and sister and brother, and it's going to be good because you're going to be worshiping and praising him and singing all the day long and dancing. That's all we're going to be doing on the streets of gold. And we're going to be so happy. That's all it's going to be. So, yeah, we like to say, I can't wait till I get to heaven. I can join my mom and my dad. Yeah, we're going to join them, but we ain't going to know them. We ain't going to know them.
You say, I'll see you soon.
I'll see you soon, mama. I'm going to work hard to get there so I can be there with you.
Just keep her there.
Yeah. And with a new body and a new mind and all that, we might not recognize them anyway. We see them. We ain't going to recognize them. They ain't going to recognize you with your new body. You know? I think about my patients, and some of them getting new teeth and implants and all that stuff. And when their mamas left, they have no teeth. So they ain't going to recognize the kids anyway. So I'm just saying, y'all, just be ready. Just be ready. And we got 5 minutes. I got to talk about the Juneteenth celebration here in Chattanooga.
Yes.
It's going to be June the 14th, y'all. We got vendor opportunities for those that want to have food trucks and those kinds of things. With the line is getting long. We're going to close the streets off. It was a fantastic event last year, y'all. It's going to be awesome. We got some great folks that are partnering with us throughout the city. We have the Community Arts Summit. We have Tennessee National Action Network joining with us. We have, oh my gosh, there's so many. I got to get my whole list down. There's about 20 folks already joining with Alton Park Development Corporation to make sure that this event turns out to be all of that in a bag of chips. This is our 2nd annual Juneteenth celebration. The event hall is going to be open. We're going to be doing empowerment summit talks. We got the same 15 or 20 folks that did the empowerment and Freedom Summit a month ago. They're coming back. Y'all don't miss it. If you need your records expunged, if you need your driver's license reinstated, if you want to know what the judges are thinking, we had judges, we had lawyers, all these folks was here, and they had about 2 or 3 minutes to talk to you, and then they went back to their booth where you could come over and get more information and more help. If you need a job, job training, all those folks were here. Financial literacy workshop, all of that. If you need your credit straightened out, so that's what we in the house doing right now, y'all. We Sheryl.
Yes.
We getting our credits together. Because
Right.
you know, in America, we operate on credit, and around the world, they operate on credit. And if your credit score is bad, you can't even function.
That's right.
I don't care how much money you got. You could be a millionaire. But if you want to do X, Y, Z, what is the first thing they do is say, well, you better use them millions to buy cash. Because if you need to get something on credit, your credit score got to be good with that money.
And they don't start recognizing you until you have a 720 and above.
There you go. So we got the world's #1 credit person working with the National Action Network, Dr. Grayson, who is going to be present. He's coming to Nashville also this month. Is it this month?
In June.
In June, and he'll be in Chattanooga working with us as well. He just did a 6-month seminar with the Middle Tennessee chapter of NAN. He's going to be working with Chattanooga chapter of NAN. Y'all, we are getting it together. While all this stuff is going on out here around the world, we are busy. We are busy in our house, praying, #1, and #2, getting our houses in order. So when we come out, when all this is over, baby, we're going to be something to reckon with.
That's right.
We're going to be something to reckon with. We're going to have our business together, our credit together, our money together, our children together, everything.
Our communities.
On that number, talk about House Bill number 1377 and Senate Bill number 1423, talking about getting our kids together. In the state of Tennessee, you worked on this piece of legislation and it passed.
Yes. It passed. This was a long time awaiting. We've done a lot. I mean, when they say scoop from the ground on up, that's what happened. And we went into there and we started working on this bill. And this bill is that every child, when they bring their report card home from kindergarten to 8th graders, when they bring their report card home, then on that report card, it's going to also tell you if your child is reading on grade level. And those things we don't know. Right. And our children go through school and they bring their report cards home and all of this, but our kids is not reading on grade point levels. And so now it's the law that the teachers and the schools, they have to put them on there now. So now what we're doing is going to hold those schools, them teachers, everybody accountable. Because if you have a classroom of 15 and 20 and only 3 people in that room is reading on grade level, something not right. So is it the instructions that they're receiving or the teaching that they're receiving? So we're going to find out now, because now it's a law that they have to put up, and it's going to bring parents awareness, make them aware of what's going on now, because we don't want your child to graduate from the 8th grade and go into high school and they struggling. And when your child is struggling on something, then they deflect it by, now they have an attitude, now they're getting in trouble, now there's issues. So now we're able to find out what's the cause, what's the problem, and let's come up with a solution together. So reading is fundamental, and they have to understand and know. So we're going to hold the schools, the board, everybody accountable. And we're going to be doing a tour around the state of Tennessee so people will know exactly what's going on with their child and if their child is reading on grade level.
All right. And parents, so you know what that means, parents. You have got to get involved with your children. That's the other thing, sir. That's the other piece. Because parents need to be asking questions about how their kids are doing. They need to say, why don't my kids have homework? You know, You look in their bags when they come home, their school bags, and see if there's homework, see if there's a note from the teacher. You need to be having conferences with the teacher. When they have teacher conferences with the parents, you need to go. If you can't go, send grandmama, send uncle, send daddy. Somebody need to be there to represent that child. So the teachers are frustrated on one end because they say, well, I'm going to give up on your child, because you're not even involved with your child's education and the process of educating your kid. So parents, you are accountable also to make sure that your baby is getting their work sent home, and that if the child needs help, that you tell the teacher to get help. So we're going to be working together, the parents with the teachers, with the principals, with the school board, the superintendent, representatives. You all have got to get involved, because you're absolutely right. Children get to the 8th grade and they can't do math. They hate math. Why do kids hate math?
Because it's not taught. Because it's not taught.
Can't read.
Yeah.
When you get up to a certain level of education, you're going to understand that if you cannot read, you can't do algebra. You cannot do trigonometry. You can't do geometry. You can't read. So math is no longer fun, and you hate it because you can't read. Everything starts with reading and comprehension, because you got to be able to comprehend when you're given a math problem, and it's a word problem, because after a certain point, it's not 2 + 2, it's a to the square plus b to the square plus c to the square equals, what are they talking about? So comprehending comes from reading. So if your child can't read, then all the other courses that they take, physics, anatomy, science, social studies, that require your child to read, they're going to hate school, and they're going to start acting out like Sheryl said, and then they're in trouble because they can't read. And the teacher may call them to read something, and they can't read, and then the kids make fun of them because they can't read. So I thank you. I thank you for fighting at the state level to get this bill passed, so that our kids will be smart like everybody else. And they telling me I've got -3 minutes. That means I done went over 3 minutes. Sheryl, it's if you all need to contact us about the festival, let me get to that. info@apdc98.org, not .net, not .com, but .org, to sign up, or to call us, or to get information about the festival that's happening June the 14th. That's on a Saturday from 10 in the morning to 5 in the evening. Please contact us, send us an email, shoot us an email. If you want to go to the ball, Sheryl, what is the email that they need to go to get the tickets? And go ahead.
Yeah, so they have to go to www.nanmiddletn.org and scroll down and click on information about the Black Diamond Black Tie Ball. And if you need any more information, you can call us at 731-214-8658. And you could give us a call if you need to know anything else about our ball that's happening on May 15th.
Yes, and please reach out. Reach out to us. Like I said, I got 2 tickets, and they're gonna contact you, Sheryl, at that 731, and Sheryl is gonna decide who's gonna get these 2 tickets. These tickets are, what are they, $200?
Yes, ma'am.
$200 tickets, yeah, $200 tickets, and y'all, it's worth it. I know you all are spending, but this is one thing, and I told y'all earlier, stop spending a lot, but this is one event that you don't want to miss. It's gonna be powerful. I cannot wait to hear the message. I cannot wait to meet all the folks that's going to be there representing their deceased loved ones at this event, and get a chance to talk to them and ask them questions. I cannot wait. You all do not miss this. They are going to be here in Tennessee. And yes, Al Sharpton is the keynote speaker. in the house, and we got some other dignitaries that are going to be there. Some power players are going to be in the house as usual. When Sheryl comes, she always bring the power players. And so if you all are needing to get lifted up, if you all want to be lifted up,
Yes.
don't miss the second annual Black Diamond Ball. It's an experience and a night that you will never forget. You'll always remember it. On May the 15th, that's this year, that's coming up in a couple of weeks, y'all.
Yes.
Go on and get your hair together, get your clothes together, get your shoes together. And we got 2 tickets that we're going to give away if you all reach out to us first, the first 2. Well, no, Sheryl gonna determine who gets it. I'm sorry, Sheryl. Sheryl gonna determine who get those 2 free tickets. So you all call Sheryl.
All right. Sounds good.
Today is Saturday. Y'all know how I end my show. Tomorrow is Sunday. We got to go and give the Lord a thank you and a praise and a worship for all the things he has done, for keeping us, for protecting us, for shielding us, for giving us things that we don't deserve. Grace and mercy. We don't deserve it. We got to go let him know that we love him. Find you a church home. If you don't have a church home, you can just sit in the bed, lay in the bed, walk around your house, because now you can go to church from your house. You don't even have to go out. I'm not encouraging that, because he said, fail not to assemble yourself. But you have no reason not to wake up and give the Lord some thank you and some praise for all the blessings that he has given you. And if you don't have a church home, you're always welcome to my church at Greater Emmanuel Apostolic Church at 400 Tunnel Boulevard, where the Reverend Pastor Paul Warfield Jr. is our senior pastor. 9:30 is our Sunday school. We feed you. And then 10:30 is church service. And y'all know we have a hallelujah good time at 400 Tunnel Boulevard at Greater Emmanuel Apostolic Church. And until next week, we love you. Be blessed, be safe, and know that National Action Network is in the house. Y'all be blessed.
Yes. All right.